Greetings, mortals. I am the Fallen Shogun, and welcome to another Who's That Indie, bringing strategic, tactical, and survival games of the indie variety to your facehole. Today's game is ALDER'S Blood, which can accurately be described as a kind of Cthulhu XCOM with a lot of stealth. So I'm going to be starting from the very beginning. I've deleted my saves, and we're going to be going through the tutorial to talk about it. But in this game, the more powerful your soldiers are, the greater the chance you're going to have to kill them to keep your crew alive. So let's get into that. When the Iron Man is off enabled, game won't allow manual save. You're going to have saves, because it's going to be a first impression. If people like it, it will be a series.
Is there a crime more reviled than the slaughter of kin? What about the slaughter of a god? The rotting corpse of our father curses these lands. It must be done. I will reckon with the consequences in time. Finally, my search leads me to a hilltop riddled with shrines. The crown. This is where it all ends.
So every hunter calls the god Father.
At last the crown is in sight. My journey's end draws near. Just a stretch more road to take, along with the lives of the last few creatures she hides. Then we shall rest, Father. Then we shall have peace.
Bit of a cut there. So to move, Duke selects any space within standard movement range, represented by the white outline. That's standard. As long as you move within the standard movement range, Duke will not tire himself. You can freely move in this movement range. However, all steps taken decrease the total distance of movement. So, your character has movement bars above his head, as you can see. If I go here, it will not use up any of the bars, so he's safe.
It would be wise to avoid unwanted attention. These patches of tall grass should conceal me well enough.
Moving within a tall grass bush will grant Duke concealment, so any way see purple is concealment. Cursor will change colour to show that. Only silent actions done within the concealment will keep the hunter hidden. So if I start opening fire with guns, they're going to notice. So smart use of concealment can help hunters survive. In this game, you are not top dog. Everything you kill is more powerful than you, and you're going to have to stealth it. So yes, you're going to very much want to stealth and attack. So it's very much like Overwatch, where you have to like Overwatch in advance. Moving outside the highest area, while right outline will start to remove stamina chunks. The further you move, the more stamina chunks it will cost. Hunters with a larger stamina stat will naturally be better at traversing extra movements, so you can be using them obviously to start doing scouting. So as you can see here, I'm going to have to move into that because there's an enemy over there. So move here. As you can see, it goes out the bar. I've just used 10 of my stamina.
One clean shot should put the creature down, albeit loudly. I pray none of its allies lurk nearby.
So initiate range combat, select the corresponding ability. Just click on the ability and do that. Open the targeting menu. Obviously you can see what targets are available. Hunters are specially adapted to all forms of combat. Any shot hunter is capable of marking will never miss its mark. So it's not like a 95% chance to hit an XCOM where you're going to miss at point blank range. If you can do it, you can hit them. When ready to make a shot, confirm it with that. So weaponry is loud. There's going to be a noise range, because again this is all about stealth. So this will, let's see, 40 stamina damage, so I have to use stamina to take the shot. That's, I think, it's 2 whole bars. I think each bar is about 20 stamina. So I'm going to take the shot. Oh, looks like 1 whole bar. So obviously you don't really want to move, so I can move around here again because I've done a bit of movement, did a bit of stamina. But you do not in any circumstances want to run out of stamina. What happens there at that point is your character literally gets on his knees because he's exhausted and takes 2 turns to recover. So you also want to end your turn with some stamina, because obviously this is all one move.
The wind wheels against me. Any closer and this brute will catch my scent. Perhaps if I'm swift, I can make enough ground to shake the trail before he finds it.
When moving your hunter, keep in mind the wind direction, that's the top left. A hunter scent is carried by the wind direction it is blowing. It's always best to stay downwind of your prey. So actually see, there's this marker coming from my couches here going to the left. that's my scent. If I go past him, he's going to smell it. Also, these red markers you can see, that's them being able to spot me. So I run past this guy, this brawler, the scent is going to make him notice. As you can see, he's suddenly alerted.
Another one. Could it be they're drawn to your corpse? No matter.
Pebbles can change direction if you're unaware, so you're literally, like in Commandos, throwing pebbles. Also, you may notice they keep on saying him. In this game, there are beasts, which are created from the corruption of the dead god. There's the dead god, which your hunters call Father. And then there's humans. So the hunters call the god Father. So not exactly human. And they're not exactly demon beasts. They're kind of an in-between thing. The more kills they get, the more corrupt they get. The more corrupt they get, the more debuffs they're going to have, and the worse they're going to be and start going insane before they kill people. So like I say, every character you have has a time limit. Who knows what I will face the closer to the summit I get. So obviously I'm going to end my turn now so he doesn't exhaust himself. See, that one's there, hunting for my scent. If they find you, of course, they will go into kill mode. That one is also trying to figure out where that stone sound came from. So your objective is to get them to not face you so you can sort of backstab them, pick off like ones with range when they're on their own, stuff like that. You don't really want to get into a one-on-one melee because you are humanoid creatures fighting beasts.
Clearing swarms with fiends. Perhaps a quiet approach is ideal. I should ready my blade before moving in.
So hunters can carry two weapons, one big gun and a sidearm. So you can switch between them at any time with no cost. Carry two weapons, a large weapon and a sidearm. So some of my characters will be carrying a blade and a blade. You know, a big blade and a smaller one. This character has, see this, a rapier which does 120 damage.
Ah, a fine opening for my rapier. I should press the advantage while its back is exposed.
Did I say it? Rapier? To initiate melee combat, just select it and you pick a target. So you choose the node the hunter should attack from and a direction for the attack. So technically, if you click wrong, you could miss. So attacking unaware enemies from behind with a small weapon will result in a backstab. Backstabbed enemies will be knocked down. They will lose, not loose, all their stamina and be vulnerable to banishing. Banishing is a way of getting rid of enemies. So I'm going to do this, I'm going to click here because it's behind them. There we go.
My ambush has brought the beast to its knees. It is vulnerable to banishing. Not the most elegant.
So knockdown enemies can be banished from the world by a special ritual. So it takes 3 whole chunks of stamina to banish, and also obviously you have to use stamina to do the attack. So banishing literally basically turns you into like a shadow beast.
Ugh, my skin crawls. Such rituals invoke the darkness too intimately for my liking. The deed is done, and my destination is close at hand.
So, also, I'm going to do now, there may be an epilepsy warning now. If you have epilepsy, be advised, the next section is going to be a little bit flashy. For everyone else, madness happens.
Finally, the summit. I'm here at long last, Father. Now where are...
Yeah, I don't know which one of those is the god either. So like I say, the longer your hunters are around, the more insane they get. Because of the corruption from your father. So cool. So greetings, hunter. Welcome to the world of Elder's Blood. Your player's chief, a leader of a small hunting company. So it was 3 months ago that Duke left. Obviously, he's the most powerful character you have. You kind of have to start again from brand new guys who won't be as strong or as well equipped. For weeks we've stalked his tracks and has led us to the desolate hills and the exile's waste, a place called the Crown. Okay.
Chief?
Set up a camp here. Yes, Renar. And look, I do see we're strangers in the ways. We don't need any surprise. How's Hugo? Not good, Chief. The corruption spreads within him. So it's teaching you how the camp works and also showing you that one of your characters is already massively, massively corrupt.
Aye, aye.
Will do, Chief. Section of hunters within your caravan is capable of travelling the land through various regions. So you use your caravan as a map, as it were, but also you can camp. By carrying opportunities to manage camp tasks. Several activities hunters can be instructed from guarding, scavenging, crafting, resource, food. And obviously right now it's telling me it wants them all to be basically looked after. So you see this, it wants us all to be resting, and it wants Renoir to be on guard so we don't get attacked. As you can see, there's a chance here. So obviously in reality I'd quite like to have gathered food and supplies. But right now I want my people to be happier and actually fully prepared for the next day. As you can see my hunter's party. You can wait a day, you can craft weapons, you can sacrifice corrupt people to the new hunters to get a bit of experience. Otherwise, you guys get steadily a bit of waste. But let's wait a day. But yeah, your camp will move around. This will be what you're seeing when you're outside of towns and so on. And you obviously use food, you have like hunting materials and mechanical parts because you can craft weaponry and equipment, but you use food to move around. So let's go and look at on the road again. Everyone is up and ready, Chief. Get them saddled ready for the crown at once. So there's going to be a lot of story. There's a lot of story and evil going on in this world, as you can probably tell. This is the world map. From this map it's possible to select the destination of the caravan. So actually have a look, we can go to every single one of these places you can see, but the further away we go, obviously, the longer it's going to take. And obviously it shows you where we currently are. So as you can see right now, we can go to here, it's going to take 20 food. That's about 5 food per hunter. So we're going to have to either forage food, buy food, or I don't know, get rid of hunters, which you don't really want to lose. Petrified alder tree. So alder is the god, I think. Alder's blood is what's making everyone go insane and all the monsters appear. So there will be a bit of storyline. I'm going to go through the story and then we're going to get our first murderous thing. So there's different types of missions in the game. Obviously there's a lot of main missions. Obviously your hunters are going to be in problems. So it will give us a tooltip in the future. Chief, what? Who? It's me, Chief. You. By the father, what happened to you? Ethan, Maxwell, get him under his arms. We've got to get him out of here. So tired, horrors unceasing. But the more kills your hunters get at point-blank range, the greater the corruption will be. So you kind of want to have them bleed to death or shoot them. But obviously knives are the quietest forms of murder, so the more you stab, the safer you'll be, the more insane your elites will get. A few hours later. It was hard to look at the hollow shell the Duke has become. Once the greatest of our kin, now a broken, blind man. What horror did he face that put him in such condition, and we let him ride here alone?
Chief.
I have to say, I'm impressed, Chief. How did you find me all the way out here? Why did you leave?
Yes.
Hasn't anyone ever told you it's unkind to answer a question with a question? I've said that. Yes, you did, but we could have helped you.
No.
Yeah, I don't think we could have helped him. We saw horrible flashes of evil. No, Chief, you couldn't have helped me. You are not ready. What do you mean?
I don't think so.
You are bound by your loyalties, your responsibilities, and duties to protect the humans who despise us and defend the world that plots against us. Tell me, Chief, has it ever dawned on you that we might hold a higher purpose? Our old duties are but a distraction. So as you can see, we're not exactly human.
Master Hunters.
Oh, it's a person. Help, help, Master Hunters. Please come quick. They're almost upon us. What is it, Charles?
Beasts.
Beasts of attack. The inn. King's Rest near the crossroads. Go, brother. Your duty awaits you. You're coming with me. What use of mind this sorry state. So obviously he's going to be one of our guides. Yeah, we need to hurry. Shut up, boy. So your hunters travel and murder. So obviously going to get some more combat going on. But first, before we do that, you can change your equipment of your characters. From this panel, you can view your hunters' statistics and resistances as well as changing their equipment. So the more experience your hunters collect, the higher likelihood their stats may change. On the right, you can see weapons, charms, and items. Because your characters are lightly armoured, because they don't want to get caught by clinking of armour, they use charms instead of armour. The higher the level, the more charm slots you have. Items turn average hunter to a prepared one. So obviously we need stuff like nets. This guy has a syringe to cure poison. This one has a cicada which heals health. And Ethan here has throwing knives. As you can see here, it shows you how good the corruption is. As you can see here, Hugo's going insane. But he is a tinkerer. So we don't really want our tinkerer to go insane. We might have to let them go insane. Obviously in the camp we can craft weapons, we can wait a day. The hunters party, you can recruit new hunters. We just don't have any and it costs like a lot of money. Hunters apparently want to be paid for going insane. Who knew? Welcome to the mission briefing. On the screen you'll find rewards for the missions. Yes, I know. As you can see, it'll get me a hunter's pistol, a hunting net, and a double-barreled shotgun. Let's get me some silver, some materials, and a lot of experience. And obviously I can change out the hunters. I don't know. Do I go? Let's go for Hugo. Hugo, keep fighting with me until the very last breath. Obviously we have blade, 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 blade. We don't really have much in the way of weaponry, do we? Is that a helicopter? Can't be. This game has no helicopters. Typical. Typical. I haven't recorded all day. The beasts are attacking the gate. Need to help everyone quickly. Boy, we will not throw our lives away in the frontal assault. The beasts are many and we are but few. Target and kill the pack leads. The rest will disperse. See that big ones? These are the ones we take care of. Its back is exposed, but the shrieker there is looking. When it sees us, it will alert the brawler and our chance of a backstab will be foiled. So, if you get spotted by an enemy, they'll immediately have a reaction. Your hunters will immediately stop and they could like attack you or move. Or in the case of the Shrieker, will alert the enemy. So we need to... Okay. You need to throw that there to distract him. Yes. So Shriekers will of course alert everyone else. So we need to... do that. Okay. Character affected with bleeding will lose 20 HP at the beginning of each turn. So we've knocked him down, but we can't bring him down. So move to there. That's going to use all. That's going to use 3 stamina, but we should still be okay. Again, if we use all 4 stamina, the guy's going to be out of action for a turn. Let's look for another. Where is he? So yeah, we don't really want to waste all of our stamina just yet. Your attack will require 2. You're going to move up to here. Actually, you're going to move into this bush. Okay, you haven't spotted anything. Kill that one. Okay, it's down and it's bleeding. Gonna have to wait a turn. Get in the bush. Also, we have to keep an eye on the sound and the scent. So everything is very much what can and can't we do. So the Shrieker's down for a turn. It'll bleed to death next turn, so that's fine. They should regenerate their stamina at the beginning of the turn. 30, 30, 25, good. Okay, that's gonna... Is that still bleeding? Give it a flesh wound. Come on, Hugo. Okay, it's dead. Oh, there's another one over there. Okay, keep advancing. Okay, another one over there. So I think the beast is over here because there's the doorway. So yeah, this is the game. Killing, murdering. That's 2 bars. Okay, okay. The smell has gone that way. That's 2 bars. Okay. Throw a stone. Slash is 2. Can't do it. I haven't got the range. Okay, we're just going to let it move and then wait a turn. Wind, don't turn. Okay, it's on alert. Uh-oh. So we don't have to kill everything, just the big guys. However, we're going to have to stab this one because suddenly Renoir is a bit worried. Okay, you throw a stone there. Good. It's down and bleeding. Okay, I think we killed it. Good. Okay, you're going to move to there. You'll be fine. There it is. There's the second one. Okay, we're spotted if we go there. If we go there and stab that, it should be okay. Okay, it's bleeding. Pull back to here, and we should be okay. But as far as I can tell, you only allowed 3 hunters in a mission. But I might be wrong. Yeah, that should bleed to death. Move to there. It's over there. Okay. Centre's moved to the side. Okay, we should be able to kill this guy pretty easily, and hopefully that other thing down below will bleed to death. Let's do this. So the game is very big on, it's alive, on lore. So we don't need to kill him. It can't, oh! Oh. Oh no! Uh-oh. The cat was down. You don't need to kill it, just banish this one. And the rest will run. Well done. With the pack leader slain, the rest of the pack will surely disperse. Good. But a bit of drama at the end, for fun. So yeah, the game's got a lot of this. A lot of very tactical combat. Hunters roam the world to protect mankind, but little gratitude for their efforts is always welcome. So you get items, weapons and charms as a reward for missions and quests. So obviously you get quests randomly as missions are the big main ones. Now you have access to double-barreled shotguns, hunting nets and a hunter's pistol. With the last brawler dead, the rest of the monsters run away as expected. Soon after, the inn's gates open and we were greeted to the gate with a woman with a shotgun in her hands. By the looks of it, it was not the first time she had to use it. She wasn't happy.
Finally,
Someone with a head on his shoulders. Please take this, I won't be needing it anymore. Thank you. Cool. Shotgun. Oh, just call me Ruth. Wait, is that Duke?
My lady.
Hello, Ruth. You know each
Yes.
other. Yeah, Ruth's been a friend for many moons. Patch my wounds at a time or two. Ruth is a friend now, is she? The way I tell it, I play more the saviour, watching you crawl your way back from every hunt more beaten than the last. Tell me, friend, where did the wind take you this time? Running about the wild with no word to your allies. Thank you, hunters, for bringing the fall back to me. Please rest your legs here. Okay. The floorboards creak as Ruth helps Duke limp out of sight. After a moment, their footsteps pause. Ruth screams, "What do you mean you can't see?" I knew Duke for years, but after all that happened today, I feel like he's a stranger to me. Did he keep it all secret from me, or was it me not asking? And more importantly, what should I do next? So Duke's blind. Got a double-barrel shotgun, it's damaged. You can use the opportunity to visit crafting weapons and repair it. So, yes. We can go to our wagon, in our camp, and go to our crafting wagon. Be sure to make use of the crafting wagon, as you can see. Left side, screen focused on the currently owned known blueprints. So that's good. Now that you're ready to craft, you can see what things on the crafting queue. As you may have seen, we have no one currently in the crafting thing, because obviously right now our crafter is currently resting. You can see what we have and have not got. But a harpoon launcher does sound pretty cool if we had more ritual ingredients. So I'm thinking we definitely need to get ourselves a shotgun and maybe a hunter's pistol. We can also build stuff like, what's this? Sprite name, interesting. So early access. I gave it its code a month ago. I have to go check that. That's an interesting little glitch. That definitely should be happening. But yes, let's prep ourselves a pistol. So you definitely want to be crafting. So obviously, oops. So obviously, actually I do want that. So we do really want to get a pistol up and running. Obviously we want to get the shotgun up and running. A harpoon launcher would be good. Obviously we only have access to none of the resources for that. And we only have access to one shotgun. Now the problem again with weaponry is they're loud. Actually, camping task, so Actually have a look. Potential scavenge, so nothing. Food consumed is 20 for the night. We do that, we get food. Not get much food though, do we? I don't think anyone needs to rest because no one's injured. But we don't really get much in the way of food either, do we? 23 food. Wow, if we're lucky, 23 food. So we want to get more hunters. So you can find yourself in need of reinforcements. So you can summon 1 out of every 3. You can also send them away. Send some hunters to the crown when you don't need them. So when you run out of food, you send your people to the crown. Which is obviously where your base is. But you can only summon them back to the hunting party in the crown region. So anyone who's there, that's basically your home base. So you can send them to the base. You can see what's at the base. Obviously we want him to not be here. But we do right now. And we can also recruit new hunters. This one has a rattler. 146. So we can recruit 1 guy. This guy who has the -2 because of the heavy weapon. What's this? Item slots. So -1 on the item slots because his gun is ammo dependent. That's interesting. That guy might actually be useful. He's got very good health. Not too good with the stamina. And he comes with a gun which has a 30 range. But a damage of 5. Launch a noise-making projectile to a target. Oh, he just launches noises. Interesting. Don't think we need one just yet. But they do exist if we need them. Obviously we can craft, we can sacrifice someone. Which we're not going to do just yet.
Thank you.
And Cora Griggs has a quest for us. Well, brother, where's the damn rifle? We have it. Nasty woman. Who is she? She looks like no. Well, I shouldn't say too much behind her back. Just know she puts up a harsh mask, and if all, she's a caring sort. So I'm pretty sure she's a hunter too. And that's it. The prologue has been done. We now begin our true war against our father, the corrupted god who's destroying the world. We spend the next few days at the inn. Cora doesn't mind. I think she feels safer as guarding the place. Duke is looking better. Chief, we should talk about what happened, why I left, and what I found. First, I left alone because I didn't want you to follow me. I thought as much. I wasn't sure how my search would end. Now you see that my worries weren't just imagined. Although I was expecting more material threats. What do you mean? Does that mean to do with your old friend?
Yes.
Yes, Chief, but he was right. We were wasting our time in the wild, running without a cause. We helped some people, but in the end, how much did it change? Some outsiders could go another month living in fear. The world is broken. No matter how many beasts we slay, we won't fix it. Wright did, and I believed him. He spoke of a beautiful world that once was full of love and passion for living, long ago when God yet lived. And that, my friend, is not entirely true. What?
That is true.
It is true that the God has been dead for as long as we know, but God is not human nor beast, and he cannot simply die without further consequences. So what of his body? That corpse is out there somewhere, rotting away, spreading corruption across the face of the wilds, a curse that gives rise to newborn madness in the dark. And so the beasts become more twisted every passing year. So as long as God exists, he will corrupt the beasts and make them more powerful. You see where this is going. You have to wipe out the body. I think or thought that was the location of the carcass. That's what I Wright thought as well. We had strong evidence gathered over months of research. I did find something there in the end. A vile will that took my face in its hands. It showed me things, terrible things, with no sense nor meaning. In return, it took my sight.
Gee.
I know you think it's not his fault what happened to me, but still you should speak to him. He has a great help to me until the crown. You should find him at the Caravan of Whispers. Okay. So as you can see, we now have missions we can now go to. We can actually have a look. So we can leave, take our camp with us. Or so we can just go out and have a look at things. There's a mission up here I can do. There's the Caravan of Whispers, and there's the crown, which is our base of operations. But obviously everywhere we go is going to use food.
Yes, yes.
Master Hunter, call me
Chief.
Chief. Alright, Chief. Yeah, just yell it at me, why don't you? My old man, while he still breathed, told me many stories of hunters helping people in need. He must not see the hunters very often in this region. No, not often. Duke meets with Ruth from time to time, and once the militia showed up asking questions, we think you are not welcome by the townsfolk, traveller, am I wrong? We're exiles, no longer members of society. Yes, of course, don't get me wrong, we are grateful, but my boys told me that some beasts still roam near the inn. Monsters on the road, it's bad for business, okay?
Chief!
Well, really, great, I have a gift for you. When you return, my father's old trinket. Rewards are welcome, we'll take the crossroads. So, yes, we're going to go out and do missions. Obviously, we can go to the crossroads and wipe out some beasts. We have, like, Graber, The Tower of Love, that sounds suspicious. The Sorrows. And our goal, of course, is to get our people powerful enough to not go insane, but they will. To fight beasts, to bring in money and resources, to, of course, destroy the body. Now, I'm very excited to see how it's going. The combat, as you can see, is very tactical and stealth-induced, and obviously people, when they die forever. So I'm very happy and excited to see where this goes. But I've been the Fallen Shogun. This has been a first impression. Links has always been in the description downstairs below. If you want to see more of this, tell me, and a series will be born from the ashes of the dead. Either way, until the next time, ciao for now, people. Be awesome, be epic, and I will be seeing you.